Oslo. Having breakfast. Okay, here's where we are on the map. Here's the red thing. I'm shooting into the sun on this side, so I'm going to go over to the other side. That's better, but I'm going to go upstairs and get a better view in just a second here.
I've got to get a picture of the calf.
Here, get in here.
Oh, there's another bunker over there.
There's one of the sites we're supposed to point out, the castle. We got a good shot of it, and the group is getting a good view of it.
Margaret Cho.
Those people are brave this morning.
Too much water, too distance to ice.
Yeah, I got up about 7 and I had to wait till the coffee shop opened. Okay, we got another boat gaining on us.
It just kind of breaks up. Not but you have that constant view, and then all of a sudden it's
Here's the other side of the ship and fishing village. Had some nice fish for breakfast and dinner last night. Here's a good shot of our ship. Uh-oh, I hope this guy turns left or right. He's heading for a collision course. If he does, I'll be rolling on it.
That's really one of the big
Okay, here's an update of where we are. He's got the wind at his back too. Land cleared for something.
Where are you?
Okay, we are approaching downtown Oslo. Getting very close to downtown Oslo. And here it is.
Vi har en meddelelse til de passagerer, der parkerede deres bil og bor i Oslo den anden dag. De kan aflevere deres bilnøgler i gæstservice på det 7 nu.
Some kind of opera house here on the end. Looks like the Sydney Opera House a little bit. I bet we visit that area there. I bet you, I bet you. Beautiful.
Someone behind you, I'm gonna wait. Well, looks like you're gonna have company anyway. Now we can.
Industrial area there. Looks like a ski jump up there in the mountains.
Vi håber, de har haft en behagelig rejse med DFDS Seaways, og at de ser på ombord, så we will arrive in Oslo. This embarkation will take place on deck 5 at the front hall.
Charlotte making friends with the local. I don't know if it's my camera or what, but it looks like fog up there in that fjord. Well, he's been following us, but he hasn't beat us. We won.
Welcome to Oslo, everyone. Then I'll start this day with the Norwegian birthday song. Hurra for deg som fyller ditt år, ja deg vil vi gratulere. Alle i kring omring der vi står og ser når vi vil marsjere. Bukken ikke... There are movements to this one. Bukken ikke, nei, snu oss omkring. Danse for deg med hopp og sprett og spring. Ønske deg av hjertet alle gode ting. Og si meg så, hva vil du mere? Gratulere.
I didn't hear Michael mentioned, but it's Michael's birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you.
There is a lot of things going on.
Fastest growing capital in Europe.
This year,
And I thought Copenhagen was growing fast.
This yellow low building, which is called Fiskehallen, Fish Market. There are now restaurants, food trucks, cheap beer on the other side here. And it's a beautiful weather today. You have to use your time today being outside because it's going to pour down tomorrow. It was pouring down yesterday, so this is like every single minute must be used being outside. Interesting, I'll talk about them. 14 containers. Here to the right, you see some chairs. They are a memorial to the Jews that were deported from the pier to the left here to the concentration camps in Germany, and they never came back.
This route goes back to the 13th century.
That's the city hall, and that's where we're going to let Ylva off right here, so that during the day. On the left-hand side, we have the school ship Christian Radich, beautiful sail ship known from the Windjammer, if some of you remember that. That was one of 14. And it's an info point where you can read everything about what happened here at this point in history. Not everything, but
massive.
A little bit.
So
but it's also
these stones, and then
there's also a painting
with,
of two stupid men.
Stations.
Again, the entrance here to the fortress, there are 5 different entrances to this fortress, and it's one of the most beautiful places in Oslo. And then you see the memorial to the Jews again. These bronze chairs, they are facing the fjord, you cannot sit on them. You arrive with on the right hand side. And now with the left here is 700 years old. The neighbor building is brand new. It's the Ministry of Defense and the offices of our Prime Minister. And I think it's really nice how they've managed to blend in the old and the new together at the fortress. Steeples. This is contemporary art. It's called salt. These are the type of houses that they use, or not houses, but they used to hang cod on these to dry them. Cod.
Oh,
Fish.
cod.
The codfish. 5 minutes photo stop. But I need...
Well, I'll explain it when everyone is out. I'm going to explain the sculpture here when everyone is out. If you come a little closer. Come closer.
Simulates a glacier.
On the water. That's another glacier. It's called Chilais. It's a sculpture made by an Italian artist.
So does the sculpture.
The seabed with a chain which goes around its own axis.
That's the new Monk Museum.
And then you have 5,000 apartments over here, brand new.
And 5,000 new apartments over here.
Most of them
25,000 people.
are already in. But they do have a problem because they don't have ramps and buses.
Again, that's our cruise ship right there. That.
Of being a glacier, when you walk on the roof,
This is the
pay
harbor
attention.
depot.
There are crevasses, systems, so everything has to be modernized and things. So there is a lot of work. And we will be driving by a tram line now. There's no tram yet, but it's going to be one. 3,000 different Norwegian trees here. I don't know the name of them. It's like a huge experiment, and we'll see what happens. We have offices.
There's the railway
We're
station.
coming to the new financial district, which is called Barcode. It will come on the left-hand side, and we call it actually Barcode. We use the English word even though we have a Norwegian word, and you will see that the buildings have different heights, and that's why it's called the Barcode. And it's also an exhibition in Norwegian architecture, contemporary architecture, because it's different architecture companies that has done all this. So if you look here, this is all finished, the new financial district, the Barcode to your left, and the construction, all the work on the right, and the new Monk Museum. The churches and houses here, but most of it has disappeared. If you look on your right-hand side, you see the frames of the buildings, how it used to be. There were 3,000 inhabitants here, and the oldest building from that period is on the left-hand side. But if you look on your right-hand side, you have a piece of street art depicting exactly how we think it was here in Oslo 1,000 years ago. The old Oslo on the wall, yes. Then here to the left, there are ruins from the oldest church called the St. Halvard Church. And St. Halvard, he was the patron saint of Oslo.
They took us to an overlook here, and we can see all the way down to the harbor where we just were. We can see our cruise ship, everything. I thought that crane that's sticking up was giving us the finger, but it's this actual finger on the roof there. Yeah, those bloody tourists.
Can you blame them?
That might be the message.
Absolutely. I mean,
But that I don't know.
Also the tour guide.
Yeah.
I'm sure they got it all worked out. My initial. So Jan, when you take that photo.
We just got red light, but just on the other side here, we have the ruins of the patron St. Halvard. Stand that Oslo in Norway were in union with Denmark, big white church, and then we went into union with Denmark. The town down here burnt down 17 times, and the king, the Danish Norwegian king, he was so fed up with the town that he decided to move the whole town up behind the fortress of Akershus. And when he had done that, and when he had planned the complete town behind the fortress, he was so pleased with the plan that he named the town after himself. He named it Christiania, and that was the name of Oslo until 1964. And since you're coming from Copenhagen, I know that you know almost everything already about King Christian IV, because he was then the one who also did the planning of Christiania or Oslo. Again, on the right-hand side, the financial district, the Barcode with some apartments, and then the building area on the left-hand side. We will have some new hotels here as well, and more apartments, more businesses, and there will even be students' apartments here. That will be the most beautiful student apartments. The thing is that the people that do all the building, they have to give something back to the city. And in this case, it will be apartments for students. You see the food court of and the old railway station. And it's from down here that the main street begins, and that's pedestrian area. And again, we have the Opera House coming up. And the Harbor Depot, which is now offices as well. And we're driving into King Christian IV town.